Planet Earth is currently experiencing enormous transformation. These changes will affect every person on the planet and decide the course of our future. Without doubt, the most visible change is occurring in the natural environment we all share, so it comes as no surprise a great deal of international debate is centered on how to shape humanity's response. The debate is being held between two competing viewpoints within society, and each present differing opinion over what is driving this planetary change. This discussion has been carried out in the mainstream media between representatives of politics, economics and science, and has essentially become a battle between the accepted general consensus and the ostracised skeptics. Representing the former, we have Al Gore and his An Inconvenient Truth, who believe human CO2 or carbon dioxide emissions are the cause of global warming. The latter is advocated by campaigners such as Martin Durkin, who reports in his The Great Climate Swindle, global warming is in fact a natural biophysical process and not man-made at all. In this video, we have refined the key points of scientific contention from each side's argument for your discretion.
We're going back in time now, 650,000 years. Here's what the temperature has been on our Earth. Now, one thing that kind of jumps out at you is, did they ever fit together? Most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. The relationship is actually very complicated, but there is one relationship that is far more powerful than all the others, and it is this. When there is more carbon dioxide, the temperature gets warmer.
Sure, Al Gore's view sounds logical enough. After all, everyone knows of the greenhouse effect. But what about a different scientific opinion? This is an extract from Martin Durkin's The Great Climate Swindle.
So here we're looking at the ice core record from Vostok, and in the red we see temperature going up from early time to later time at a very key interval when we came out of a glaciation. And we see the temperature going up, and then we see the CO2 coming up. CO2 lags behind that increase. It's got an 800-year lag, so temperature is leading CO2 by 800 years.
As you can see, this point of view is presenting an expanded view of the key justification Al Gore is offering in favour for anthropogenic global warming in his documentary. Now we will look at An Inconvenient Truth and its take on the relationship between carbon dioxide and global temperatures.
They constructed a thermometer of the temperature. The blue is cold and the red is warm. So if you look at 1,000 years worth of temperature and compare it to 1,000 years of CO2, you can see how closely they fit together.
The Great Climate Swindle highlights this contradictory facet of the mainstream argument for man-made global warming with irrefutable and specific facts.
Current warming began long before people had cars or electric lights. In the past 150 years, the temperature has risen just over ½ degree Celsius. But most of that rise occurred before 1940. Since that time, the temperature has fallen for 4 decades and risen for 3. There is no evidence at all from Earth's long climate history that carbon dioxide has ever determined global temperatures.
Now that you have had an opportunity to see the science for yourself, it's time to discuss this.